Hi, and welcome back to Wisdom from the Angels. Hi, my name is Carolyn. I'm an energy intuitive, and everything you need to know about me is in the box below. If you'd like to send me an email because you've got something going on and you need support, go right ahead. The information is down below. If you find that you'd like to work with me but you're not sure which direction to go in, give me a email. Hit me up by my email address that's down below. Also know that when I do angel readings here on the channel, they are much shorter than what I do in person. So in person, you can get a 30-minute reading, one-on-one. We do it by Zoom or phone, or you can also opt for an hour. We answer all your questions. And I make sure that there is nothing left by the time we finish the session. It is not limited to one or two. So come with all your questions because we're going to get answers to them from the angels. And you are going to also receive a picture of all of the cards that are used in the reading after it is over by email. Okay? All right. So for today, I've already done the invocation and I've already done the sounding of the singing bowl. So I'm not going to do that again. But what I am going to do is let you know that today I'm guided to have us work with the archangels. And the archangels, depending upon which background you may have in religion or philosophy, some say 12, some say 15. They're different in varying numbers. I'm not going to argue about that. My focus is more around their energy and their purpose, and in the many wonderful ways that they can support us and guide us and provide wisdom on how we can live our lives from a place of authenticity. So I'm sorry for all this shaking. We're having a few some work done on the building, and it's causing some vibrations to happen. Also, if you hear my dogs barking in the background, that's just Lady and Coco saying hello to all their friends. Okay, so today we're going to be using some of the cards from the deck I Am Guided. And these are cards of clarity, and they provide all kinds of guidance for us as we go along on our daily way. And it's a card deck that I've had for, over 5 or 6 years. And I keep it in a special pouch because those are cards that I usually only bring out when I really truly want to provide guidance. We are now in the season of Virgo. And Virgo is my sun sign, so yes, I am a Virgo. My moon sign happens to be Aquarius, and my rising is Aries, for those of you who are interested. I also provide different services which you can find on my website, and that is listed below as well. And as I said again, if you're not sure what it is that I can support you with, send me an email. And even if that email is, Carolyn, include me in the weekly meditation that you hold for clients and for people on the channel, I will be happy to do that. Okay? So I want to give out a shout out to all those people out there who are supporting others, all those people who are supporting others either professionally or in their private lives. Thank you so much for showing up, for lending your wisdom, and for lending a helping hand to someone who is in need. And that need could be just a listening ear. It could be an open heart. It could be an open mind. Okay? We are going through some of the most trying times right now. And let's cut down on the chaos and start to really look at how we can help our fellow man. Because the ways that we can help our fellow man also vibrate back to us. Okay? So let's remember, we are all in this together, and whether we know it or not, we are all affected. All right? So let's see what the archangels want to tell us today, and that's too many. A chunk of them fell out. But I just really would like for the main guardian angel, like archangels, come in, show us exactly what guidance you'd like to provide today. Today is going to probably, this reading will probably be for hump day, so help us get over the hump of this week. What is the message? What is the message? What is the message? What is the message? Okay, let's see which angel fell out. Let me just pull out my glasses. And Archangel Metatron. The glare is not wonderful. Okay, and Archangel Metatron is one of those angels that when we pass over will be there to help us and to support us and to show us on our way. And the archangels really are there for reassurance. They're there to give us guidance. They're there to support us and surround us, and really to remind us that we're not alone, and we are not alone. So I'm going to read from the book about the Archangel Metatron, because many of you may not have heard of Metatron, and the number for this is the number 5. So Metatron is the child within you seeks to express itself with joyous abandon. This can also be a child who is around you, inviting you to pay attention to the gifts they are offering. As a child, the infinite expression of your truth is without judgment or condemnation. It is only after living on this planet that we begin to accept ourselves with limits that come forward from the illusion. It is now time for you to own your own power. This is a big step, and by Metatron walking with you, you can claim your power with your heart-centered integrity and show how it can be brought into the world and expressed and expanded. There's also a belief that Metatron is the angel that you meet when you cross over, and Metatron is the angel that is believed to keep track of all that we do in this lifetime. And whether you believe in angels or not, they believe in you. They surround you and guide you and are there to support you each and every day. How do you make that happen? By giving them permission. Here on this channel, when we're not sure which angel we want, what do we say? Get the flock in here. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to this angelic tribe of wonderful beings who are supportive. Welcome, and I hope that you come back. I hope you subscribe. I hope you hit the bell so that you get email notifications as to when the next reading will be uploaded. They're chattering away. And if you are with the tribe, thank you and welcome back. I so appreciate your support. And please share these readings with other people so that they can get the value of being able to move forward in their life and make different choices. Okay, Metatron also is a very wise and wonderful angel. But you can also call on Archangel Raphael if you need healing. You can call on Archangel Michael if you need guidance and protection. You can call on Archangel Gabriel for more guidance and more wisdom. Some of the angels' gifts overlap, and that's fine. And if you really aren't sure, like I said before, get the flock in here. That's what we say on this channel. And if you are not really sure and you just have to have the name of an angel, Google it. You can also bring in more than one or two. You can bring in your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors. Bring anybody and all the entities into whatever the situation is that you are seeking guidance or healing on, and bring them in from the perspective of they are there to help you, because again, you are not alone. Okay, Maya Angelou says, when you see me walk into a room, I come in and you see one, but there are 10,000 behind me. In other words, we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors. And it is time for us to rise up and really take back our power, to show up on a level of love, a higher vibration than fear. If we stay in fear, we're going to get more of the same, because energy has one rule that cannot be shifted. What we stay in, we attract more of. Like attracts like. So you're not going to find somebody who's a very high vibrational being with someone who's constantly fussing and complaining and in victim mode. So on the scale of consciousness, there's victim down here. Victim reads someone who constantly is complaining about everything. Someone who can't move up the scale. Someone who constantly just stays there and reverberates. We also have up here joy, happiness, bliss. Now, we may not be able to stay in joy all the time, but we can stay at a higher vibration than constantly complaining. And I mean, you may see people who walk around all the time, oh, my aching back, oh, this aches, oh, that aches, oh. And when you see their name come up on caller ID, you're like, don't want to talk to them today. Just know that we all have our times where we're struggling. We all have our moments where we do need a helping hand. We all can show up with a little more kindness and be more compassionate than we ever have been. We are going through some troubling times. It is not over yet, people. This pandemic is not over. I do believe that it's going to be around for probably about another 6 months before we start to really see ourselves come out the other side, or even begin to feel that we can. I'm not saying that the vaccine is going to be the answer, because I feel that by the time that the vaccine shows up, it will have mutated and we'll have so many other issues occurring that it'll probably be obsolete at that time. But that's my own thinking, that's my own message from the angels. However, this is a very trying time, and we have been told, settle in place, wear masks, 6 feet apart. Some people say 10 feet apart. Sometimes I do 30 feet apart. But what we are being called to do is really take care of ourselves, really watch over ourselves, really begin to focus on how we wish to show up in the world. What is our gift? What would we like to give back to the world? What would we like to do differently that we have never done before? That is where we're being called. And we are being called to become self-masters. In other words, take responsibility for your life. You can co-create, you are co-creating it with the universe. And if you keep putting out there, I'm a victim, you're going to get more of that in your life. If you start putting out there, I'd like to do better, I'd like to see how I can shift things, then the universe is going to show up and say, this is someone who really wants to shift. Let's help them. If you say, hey, you know what? I live in joy. I live in peace. You're going to start to see more peace and joy show up in your life. Why? Einstein says, energy, like attract like. So if you're showing up as a high vibrational person, it is going to be very difficult for you to hang out with people who are fearful. If you're showing up as a very fearful person, it's almost like you're going to be talking 2 different languages with someone who works from a high vibrational place. So pick and choose how you wish to show up in the world. Pick and choose what it is you truly desire to bring into your life, because that is exactly what you're going to get more of. Okay? So let's use the energies of the archangels, of the ascended masters, of our guardian angels to bring about more joy, more peace, more love. Because what we keep inside of us vibrates out into the world. And when we're not sure which angel to call on, we say on this channel, the tribe says, what? Get the flock in here. So come back tomorrow for another message from wisdom from the angels. My name is Carolyn, and I'm so grateful and thankful you showed up today. And I really would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you really are so inclined and would like to receive other messages, subscribe and hit the bell. Help the channel to grow. That way I can bring back more messages, and I can bring in more good things that can help us all begin to ascend to a different level, so that we can all begin to feel better in our own self, within our own selves. Thank you so much for coming today. May you know more peace and understanding and love than your heart can hold. Oh, before I close out, how do you call in the angels? Ground. Right hand, left knee. Left hand, right knee. And then get comfortable. Sit still. Plant your feet firmly on the ground, on the soil if you're outside, and begin to just imagine that you are a tree and that your roots are growing stronger and going down into Mother Earth. And when you feel that calmness that comes, then take your hands off your knees, bring them to your heart. Angels, Get the flock in here. Surround me, guide me, protect me, and bring in the support and guidance that I truly desire at this time. Show me how to show up in the world if that's what you're looking for, or if you're looking for guidance on a situation. Now, you may get that guidance, and you will get guidance. You have a choice and free will as to whether or not you follow it. Okay? It may show up as a sign. It may show up as a feather. It may show up as a rainbow. It may show up as a bird. It may show up as a plant. It may show up as a song, or someone's name comes across your radar. It may show up in very different ways for everyone. You are not giving over in your power to anyone. You are holding your power, and you are seeking support. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? So imagine the angels as your counselor. Imagine the angels as your go-to. Imagine your angels as your spirit team, your buddies, your guides. They've been with you whether you believe in them or not. They are surrounding you whether you call on them or not. The more often you call on them, the more they show up. Okay? And if you don't like the direction they say go in a different direction. But also be prepared for those circumstances that may show up, and they will. But for one day, follow the angel's guidance. Say, today, angels, I'm going to the mall, or I'm going to a shop, and I need a parking space up front. See what happens. See what shows up. Now, yeah, we're not all going out to the malls anymore because most of them are closed, at least in California where I live. But you can play with the angels. They don't get insulted. They'll play right along with you. They'll show you that parking space. They'll show you that guidance. Try it. Go along with them, because what you've been doing may not be working. And if it is working, you wouldn't be calling on them unless you're calling on them to say thank you. And always end with thank you. Always end by saying, I'm so grateful and thankful for all that you do, and thank you for showing up in my world. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for coming in today. Namaste. And may your heart be overflowing with blessings. Take care. Come on back for another message from Wisdom from the Angels. This is Carol, and go have an amazing day.